Greetings and good morning. It is day 38 on the Appalachian Trail. I tented last night at a little tent site right at 370. It was, the wind howled all night long. I thought it was going to die down somewhere around 11 o'clock midnight, but it didn't. It howled all night long. So I listened to the trees creak and scratch. I think it kept me up half the night. Not that I was really particularly worried. It's just, the creek sounds sometimes wake you up. So the plan for today is an 11-mile hike over Roan Mountain to Carver's Gap, where my trail angel will be waiting for me. I'll talk more about that a little bit later. I'm about an hour into my hike this morning. It started out as kind of a gray, cloudy day when I began my hike, but as the morning has progressed, the clouds have broken. I see lots of blue sky. There was a chance of rain this morning, but I think that has gone away. So although it's a little cool this morning, I think I should have a beautiful hike over Roan Mountain. I've been trying to find an unobstructed view of Roan Mountain. Haven't been able to get one, but through the trees here you might be able to see here in about an hour or so. I'll have a foggy climb across Roan Mountain. Roan Mountain's back over there. I believe that's Beartown Mountain right there. So who knows, maybe in the next hour Mr. Sunshine can do his magic and burn off some of those clouds. It's facing west. I think the fog on Roan Mountain's gone. All right. The sun did do its thing. Maybe just a little bit of fog left up there. I'm sure it'll be gone by the time I get up there in an hour or two. Oh no, I may be mistaken. That's hard to tell. That may be the top right there. It still may be in the fog. Well, let's go see. It's kind of a nasty little area right here. You know what you worry about when you get lots of trees laying on top of each other is what how they're going to release, or where the pressure is, or where the bind points are. That's pretty dangerous work. You got to really know what you're doing to do that. And I don't. I'm not a sawyer. I'm a swamper. I'm always impressed how well the sawyers know how to navigate these tricky situations. This is Hughes Gap. Mile 374, I believe. And the significance to me of Hughes Gap, well, number one, it's really the start of the climb up Roan Mountain. But for me, this used to be my section of trail right here. The Tessie Eastman hiking club is responsible for about 134 miles, and it divides it up into 3 to 4 mile segments, and club members volunteer to adopt a particular section. And a couple years ago, I had this section for about 18 months or so. This section being Hughes Gap to Ash Gap. And let me tell you what, it was hard work. The normal expectations of people that adopt a trail like that is just general trail maintenance. You're looking for trash, you're looking for small to medium-sized blowdowns to clear, lot branches, paint blazes if they need to be painted, clear water bars, that kind of thing. Well, another one of the things that you have to do is you have to weed eat or use the weed trimmer in various sections on this trail, and there's a surprisingly large number of weeds that intrude on the trail. And let me tell you what, using the weed trimmer up the side of Roan Mountain was hard work. So it was hard work. So I'm looking forward. I haven't been here in, I guess, 2 years or so, because I have a different section of trail now. So I'm really looking forward to revisiting my old friend here. I love this viewpoint on top of Beartown Mountain. We're almost to Ash Gap. Right up there, you've got the top of Roan Mountain. And there's Big Hump, where Andy and I hiked over a couple days ago. And then way back in the distance there, I can barely make it out, is White Top Mountain and Mount Rogers. We'll be there in a week or so. Well, goodbye, my old trail friend, Hughes Gap to Ash Gap. I enjoyed hiking on you again. You're looking good. Until next time. About a half a mile from the top of Roan Mountain. Look at this, wow. I knew there was a lot of damage on the other side of Roan Mountain where the road comes up. I've seen that from the trail maintenance I was doing back in November. Wow. Woohoo! I made it. I made it to the top of Roan Mountain. It was pretty cold today climbing. It was very windy. All right, so I wanted to show this to you. It's we're at the top of Roan Mountain. There used to be a hotel right here, the Cloudland Hotel. I can't decide if it'd be cool to have it built back up here again or not. But anyway, a lot of people were treated to some pretty special views up here because of that hotel. So I've been without water most of the morning. I'm thirsty. I'm ready for some water. My water sources were dried up. Nothing. I was really surprised. But my trail angel is going to pick me up in about an hour. So all I gotta do is make it to Carver's Gap, which is mostly a downhill slide. Well, I hope it's not too much of a slide. Sometimes there's a lot of ice on that trail going down. I hope that's not the case today. You might be able to see some of the ice falling out of the trees where the fog was in the mountain earlier today and created ice on the limbs. It's kind of neat watching it fall. A little silver lining. This is a view that didn't exist before. Now that the trees are knocked down, it's a beautiful view. I think I'd rather have the trees though. A lot of trees have been knocked down. I don't know who came through here and cut all this. Whoa, look, there's the chimney. I've read mixed things about this chimney. I think one of the things I read about it was that it was one of the sleeping quarters of some of the people that worked at the hotel. I'm not sure if that's true or not. I read that somewhere. Boy, look. Somebody came through here and cleared all this. I suspect it was Brandon and company with the National Forest Service and several of his volunteers that would. I don't think we did this up here. Sorry if I spun you around too much there. I am flying down the trail here, trying to get to Carver's Gap to find my trail angel, and guess what?
Good thing I was on the right trail.
She is hiking up to meet me. All right. Okay, I had to come across. Hike this little part. All right, so I guess I should go ahead and close out day 38. It was an 11-mile day down to Carver's Gap, and I guess you could say an 11-mile day. It's an era, although it feels like an era because it's just 1 o'clock. Anyway, I'm going to end my hiking day today, and I'm taking a zero tomorrow. And I know you're thinking, oh, tie-dye, you're taking too many zeros. And well, you might be right, but it won't be long until it won't be an option for me to take zeros like this. Plus I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow that I don't want to miss. So anyway, my son will be in town and I really need to give him a hug. So, whoa, these steps look great. So I'm taking a zero tomorrow. I'll be back at it on day 40. Now, okay, so recall that I've already hiked from Carver's Gap down to 19E. And in that hike, you leave North Carolina for the last time. And that's when everybody documents and celebrates the leaving the state of North Carolina. So I will, since I'm not going to do this again, I've already done it, I will declare North Carolina complete now and put the picture right after this video.